Okay, one of the things about the Ristaucrat and the music mites, the drive wheel has to be perfect or they're going to stall during the cycle. And to get to the drive wheel, you have to take the turntable out. To take the turntable out, flip it upside down like this, loosen these two screws on the pie gear, take the pie gear out, and make sure you've taken pictures or at least made a very good diagram that you will understand at how these mesh together, because they have to be, the timing has to be right when you put it back together. Then you'll see there's a, under that pie gear, there is a little clip right here that has to come out, a little hairpin clip. And of course, working with one hand is kind of difficult. We'll try this with some needle nose. We're going to grab this and pull this one out here. There we go. Got the clip out of the way. Then you take and loosen this screw right here, big fathead screw. Loosen that 2 times. And what that does, this horseshoe-shaped casting just grabs the shaft of the turntable to hold it in place. When I put these back, I tend to leave them a little bit loose because it makes it easier to adjust the thing during the final adjustment, which we'll go through when we get to that point. Then flip the thing back over. Flip it back over, and then you can pull the turntable back up. Now I'm going to set the camera down for a second. Okay, now we got the turntables out of the way, and now it's easy to get to the drive wheel to replace it. That part's easy. To go over another pitfall about these record changes, if you ever take one apart, and you do have to take them apart to clean them and to lube them, on the post here, this post assembly here holds all the arms that do the various things. This arm back here is the one that swings the arm back and forth. And there's another arm here which activates the pie segment to drop the records. There's the main cam down here. But anyway, you'll notice on here, if you take these apart, there are red washers and there are gray washers. And there are several of each. You got to make a very explicit diagram of where those washers are. They have to go in exactly the way they came out. And the gray washers are slippery washers. They have lubricant built into them. The red washers don't get any lubricant. If you oil the red washers, they're fiber, they will swell, and when you go to tighten this back up again, it will freeze up the mechanism. Believe me, I know from experience. All right, so we have the turntable out. Now we're going to begin, we're going to do a total disassembly of this to completely clean all the parts, lubricate them, and hopefully put it back together again without any problems. Yeah, oh yeah, and then of course as I said in the previous video, we have to make this snail cam here with the riser to operate the arm. That snail cam pushes against this little wheel right here and pushes the arm out of the way. Lets the arm come back in again. This is so sticky that it's actually, even though there's a spring, it sticks. So this whole thing, I mean, you can see the level of dirt on this thing. It's just amazing. It's just filthy. So anyway, all right, that's part 2.